to Antarctica, the one place on Earth that we both wanted to travel to. There is a silent partner in our group as well. His name is Vincent. He's not here, but we might refer to him in our speech here, asking him questions. First and foremost, there's a lot of travel involved with Antarctica. As far as my own personal experiences, yes, it was a lot of travel, but the trip itself is a lot of travel as well. So you're going to be leaving on your first day from DIA. We've actually even set up a limo to come pick you up. I figured if you're going to be traveling, you might as well do it in style, right? Going all the way to the end of the world, it's 9,000 miles away from us, so definitely going to be expensive. Probably not the cheapest trip you've ever taken. But again, luxury is what we've kind of gone for. The trip itself will start out with a limo picking us up and then taking you to DIA. You're going to leave from DIA and hopefully arrive in Buenos Aires, South America, Chile, if you will. That day is pretty much over because it's all consumed by air travel. The cocktail reception for guests is actually that evening, so later in our trip we're getting on a boat. They have you meeting all the guests the first night on the trip that we chose at in the hotel lobby, having kind of a welcome reception. The very next morning, again, with luxury in mind, we chartered a private jet from Buenos Aires to Ushuaia, which is the furthest southern city in the world. It's the last known inhabitants of a tribe that I can't remember the name of. In any light, that's where you're getting on the boat. So again, you're getting on a private jet. You're going to travel to the very furthest point you can get to where people live year-round and board your ship. That evening, again, they have another kind of welcome aboard, yada-da-da-da, toast and champagne, and let's get wasted. The next day is going to be filled with boat travel. You're crossing the Drake Passage at that point. You're going through the worst, most treacherous ocean on Earth. So there is kind of some time variances, even though they say it's expected to be about a day and a half of travel. I read some negative connotations that said it took 3.5 days for them to get there because they had to circumnavigate icebergs that were coming out. So again, a lot of our trip is up in the air, nothing set in stone. Once you arrive in Antarctica, you're going to have an opportunity to enjoy the first midnight sunset with the crew and the captain up on the top of the ship. It's going to be kind of a new experience for most people because it's midnight when the sun is setting. Never actually sets, but it gets pretty dark and pretty low. I thought that was kind of neat. The 4th through the 8th days are kind of where we mostly filled our activities with. That's hopefully when you get to Antarctica, but that's also when you will have an opportunity to adventure. Again, weather is a huge factor in this. It's something they kind of mention in everything. Be aware you might get down there and not even leave your ship. So that could very well be a disappointing adventure. But there are some really cool expeditions to go see some penguins if you like. There's a penguin quarry or quarry of penguins where they actually kind of nest and migrate to every year. There's also a cove, a paradise island, paradise harbor. Yeah, a lot of different scenic views. If you're into icebergs, definitely the great way to go. If you like shapes and architecture, Antarctica is the place for you. On day 9, we're leaving the peninsula, headed back. And I'm going to turn it over to give you a little bit more of those details that we were talking about to my partner Nicole here. Thank you.
Okay, so here's our calendar. It's pretty much a breakdown of everything that we're going to be doing on our cruise ship. Like Brian said, it's pretty much detailed. Most of our time is spent on our cruise ship. So as far as the excursion goes, there's Penguin Island, Deception Island, which it's a huge volcanic form that has formed inside the ocean that has made it its own island. And then there's also Paradise Harbor, which is another excursion that you can go on to, which it just has huge, ginormous glaciers. That pretty much sums it up as far as spending it on the water. We'll get back on the jet plane, go back to Denver. Our total cost of this fantastic vacation is $33,747.
But you get 10% discount if you refer a friend.
If you refer a friend. So
Vincent would like to refer some friends.
He eventually will show up too, but so if you refer a friend, it breaks it down to $30,000 or approximately there, giving you like your daily cost of here or there is what it breaks down to, so. But like you said, it's about like a once in a lifetime vacation, so if you're gonna spend your money, spend it here.
There's a good currency exchange rate too, by the way.
There is,